All right, if you take a second and factor some of these, that would be great, but I gave you some time, hopefully you were close. Remember, when we say solve, that's a little different, you gotta get what x equals. So we're always looking for that GCF, so this first one, 2y came out, and we'd be left with y squared plus 4y minus 15. So that trinomial would factor to a y plus and a y minus. So, oh, I'm sorry, this should be 2. This should be 2 right here. Do something was wrong. So factors of 15 with a difference of 2 would be 5. And 3. Of course, your 2y still. Now, it's just saying factor there, so you don't need to solve. If we were to set those equal to 0 and solve, your roots would be 0, negative 5, and positive 3. So we're always looking for that GCF. Here, we're going to take out that 3. When we do that, we'd be left with x to the 4th. Whoops, I took out 3 again. Slow down there. If I divide by 3, I'm going to have 2x. No, is that right? Yep. 2x squared and minus 12. I don't know why something doesn't seem right. What am I taking out? It's not 12. Divided by 3 is going to be 8 there, bro. I'm having a really good time so far. Okay, so we have taken that 3 out, and then that does factor to x squared and x squared minus 4 plus 2. Perfect squares there. So it goes to those guys. Here we're taking the square root of both sides. After you take that over, you get a plus or minus 3. Real simple there. Take the 9 over and just take the square root of both sides. This last one, we're going to factor out x again. Have x squared plus 3x minus 4. Most of you in this room have probably factored that sometime or other in your math career. That's a simple one that we use very often. Minus here tells me one sign's plus, one's minus. We need factors of 4 with a difference of 3. The 4 needs to be the positive. Now you got to set those equal to 0. Remember, anytime you take out a GCF that has an x in it, hello? A GCF that has an x in it, one of your roots is always going to be what? 0. Okay, so x is equal to 0. Solving here, take it over, it's going to be negative 4. Solving here, taking it over, it's going to be positive 1. Just going to factor some more today. So hopefully you're going to give it a shot as we start to think about more polynomials as we get deeper into this. All right, so our objectives before this section, we're going to do another day on this tomorrow, so we're going to discuss multiplicity more tomorrow, and we're going to get to the rational root theorem tomorrow also, and the irrational root theorem. So be 3 things tomorrow that we'll hit right away. But for today, we're just going to do a couple factor problems, and we will touch on multiplicity. Nothing important here. Here's our first one. Give you a little quick second. Look for that GCF. So what's the root here? What's the degree here? I'm sorry. Degree is what? 6. So there are 6 roots. Okay. Some of them might have a multiplicity, which means there are more than one of that particular root, which we'll talk about later. But there are 6. So what's the first thing we want to do here is try to attack this by taking out the what? G, C, F. So let's grab 4x to the fourth out. Will leave us with x squared plus x minus 6. Now we have a minus in that second one, so we need factors of 6 to have a difference of 1, the middle term 1. Is that pretty easy? Still no idea?
I'm getting there, don't worry.
Yeah, boy. Look, solve, so we're gonna have to get our zeros, so finish this up. One x gotta be positive, the other negative, right? When we have negative here, they're gonna be one plus and one minus. Factors of 6 need a difference, so that tells you need a difference. The negative tells I need a difference of the middle term. Of course, that's gonna be 3 and 2. 3 needs to be with a positive. Now, we're not done because we're asking you to solve. So we're gonna have 4x to the fourth equals 0. We're gonna have x plus 3 equals 0. We're gonna have x minus 2 equals 0. Divide by 4, take the fourth root, x is 0. Subtract 3 over, x is negative 3. Add 2 over, x is positive 2. Notice, I have a degree of what? 6, right? Okay, tomorrow we'll talk about multiplicity, and this is the case here, okay? 0 does have a multiplicity of 4. Where am I getting that 4 from? That degree power right there, okay? We'll do some more of that tomorrow, but I just want you to start thinking. Sometimes they have more multiplicity questions.
Wait, why would the degree be? Oh, wait, never mind. I was thinking the -6 at the end of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So there are 6 roots here. 0 has a multiplicity of 4. X equaling negative 3 is, and x equaling positive 2. There are even multiplicities and odds. This happens to be an even multiplicity. Even multiplicities is not brain surgery. Even multiplicities are what? 2, 4, 6, okay? Odd multiplicities start with 3, not with 1. So 3, 5, so on are odd multiplicities. They behave differently on a graph, and we'll show you that tomorrow, okay? All right, set it equal to 0 is a factorable polynomial. Bring that over, minus 26x squared plus 25 equals 0. All right, plus sign here tells me both signs got to be whatever's in front. Everybody got that? What's in front? Negative. Also, plus sign here is another signal to me. I need factors of that number to add up to be that middle term. Positive, plus, I got a plus on it. Make sense? Are there any factors of 25 that add up to be 26? Certainly, what? 25 and 1. These are squared, by the way. Now, you should recognize something about those two binomials. What are they? There's something special about them. What is it? They're the difference of perfect.
Oh, perfect square.
There. They continue to factor. They do go further. See if you can do it. We had it on the quiz this Friday. Different squares. Then you have to solve. Tell me what your x's are equal to then. Set them equal to 0. How many roots am I looking for? What's the degree here? 4. I need 4 roots. And they might not all be real. In this case, they happen to be. Sometimes they're not. Plus or minus 5 and plus or minus 1.
That's not too bad.
If you had your graphing calculators handy, I'd have you graph these and take a look at it. What do you think is going to happen here? Okay. It might come up at 5, go back down at negative 5, and then back up at positive 1, and then back down at 5. So this would be negative 5, this would be positive 5, this would be negative 1, that'd be positive. Make sense to you?
Yeah.
This is crossing 4 times. Those are our roots. Last one. And then you can get on your phones and see who's talking about you.
Oh, I can't wait.
I bet some of you aren't on them already. Watching stuff. What do we got going here? Oh yeah, then put that back on. Let's see what it is here. Live Motley Crue interview. That's really using good stuff right there. What's this one going? Is this the one that buzzed? Yeah, it is.
That was back there.
You got a couple of notifications. You got a snatchy chat and something from YouTube there. All right, hurry up. Gotta figure that out. What do we got here? Really? Got a text from Trump? That's nice. Oh, what do we got going here? Looking for a place in apartments.com.
I love going on Zillow personally.
Me too.
Well,
Is your phone as dead as mine?
going on Zillow.
Is your link so?
No, my phone dies all the time, but I just had an charger. I'm down 65.
Does your phone die pretty fast?
Yeah,
Yeah. I do. I feel like
all right. X squared minus 5x minus 6. I can assure you that sometime in your math grade, you probably already factored that. It's a pretty common one that we use. Again, 2x to the 4th stays out here. Negative here tells me signs are going to be opposite, aren't they? Negative here also tells me that I need factors of 6 with a difference of the middle term. Is there any factors of 6 that have a difference of 5?
1.
And 1 and 6. Does it matter where they go? Yes. Negative tells me the 6 has to be here, 1 here. Not done yet. This isn't just say factoring, it says solve by factoring. All right, how many roots are possible here? 6. Do I have 6? Yes. X equals 0, but it has a multiplicity of 4 because that degree was 4 there. You see it? We'll talk more about that tomorrow. What else? X equals positive 6 and x equals negative 1. GCF, look for perfect squares. Factor your trinomials. If you can't factor, if you look at one, you can't factor, how else can you do? Complete the square or quadratic formula. We've done that all through chapter 4.
So does it flip to like, since it's -1 and +6?
Yeah, because we
Okay.
set them equal to 0, so I would subtract 1, this is equal to 0, and I'd add 6. I think it's page 442, 15 to 20, not too bad, right? That pretty easy? You're welcome. Send that on the canvas. Before you leave, you can have it done, that'd be great.